from being a doctor to running a hospital, what was the biggest challenge you faced?
Actually, one of the things without realizing, I learned from G is that he told me that if you want anything in achieve in life, convert your dream into a prayer. If you work with the love and the passion, there is no hard work. The problem is when you say you have to do hard work, every youngster is resistant. But actually, whether it's IT company or whether you are IT professional. So, we are my father's father, Dr. Nataraja Pillai, and he was born in Palayamkottai, and that's my grandmother, Parvati. She is from Madurai, but anyway, they are all.
नमस्कार, जय हिंद। मैं स्वप्निल आनंद कुमार विजन इंडिया डॉक्यूमेंट्री में आपका सहर्ष स्वागत करता हूं। पद्मश्री से अलंकृत श्री नटराजन जी एक ऐसे महानुभाव है कि जिन्होंने नेत्र चिकित्सा में अपना अमूल्य योगदान दिया है। विश्वगुरु भारत में उनका योगदान न केवल अतुलनीय है, हर एक व्यक्ति विशेष के लिए आदर्श है। इस चित्रफित में हम सुंदरम नटराजन जी का जीवन परिचय आपके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं। जय हिंद। Welcome, Namaste, Dr. Sundaram Natarajan ji.
Thank you.
A warm welcome to you on behalf of Vision India documentary. From this magnificent hospital located in the industrial area of Mumbai, the economic capital of Maharashtra, we are capturing your thoughts and sentiments for our viewers. Heartfelt thanks for our valuable time and guidance. You were born on 4th September 1957 in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Can you share 2-3 memorable moments from your childhood with our viewers?
Yeah, so my father was an eye doctor, and he was posted in Government Eye Hospital, Madras that time. And my grandfather also was an eye doctor. He worked in the same hospital, but in 1941, during the Second World War, he moved to Madurai. He was practicing there. Because of that, I was born in Madurai in the government Erskine Hospital. Now it's called Government Rajaji Hospital. And then from the 2 months of age, because my father was posted in Government Eye Hospital, so I was along with my mother went to the as a 2-month child to the eye hospital quarters, which is the oldest eye hospital in the world, second in the world. First was started in 1805 in London, Moorfields Eye Hospital. This was second, started by British in 1819. So I was there from 1957 till 1969. So I grew up in the eye hospital compound. So my father and my father's teacher, Dr. J. Abraham, were actually literally looked after me and taught me parts of the eye and gave me the idea that if you become an eye doctor, you can do a lot of service to the people.
And your father's and mother's name?
Father is Dr. N.S. Sundaram. It is Natarajan Shanmuga Sundaram. And my mother is Kamala Sundaram.
And sir, any childhood memory, your favorite food and...
childhood memory is actually I lived in the quarters. So in the evening, sometime that ward boy used to come for calling for asking my father on duty to come and remove the iron particles from the eye, where in the nearby factory iron goes in. So sometimes too many patients will be there. So he will take me to assist him in the sense carrying the bag. Sometimes he tell me to put the torch. So I used to see he used to use an instrument and remove the iron particles from the eye. So and also seeing the eye. So we had a dog. So I used to use my father's ophthalmoscope instrument and check the dog's eye. So first time I saw retina, it was a dog's retina. And because it was a pet, it showed the eye, and it was fascinating. And then because of my father's teacher, Dr. J. Abraham, and everybody around who are all eye doctors and related to eye, like nurses, the ward boy. So somehow I decided to become a eye doctor. And one important incident happened is there is a VGP Golden Beach, which is in 1965. They made the Bhuvi Pujan for the first beach resort in India. So his founder is Mr. V.G. Panirdas. He told me that if you want anything achieve in life, convert your dream into a prayer. So in that time, I used to see my father's teachers used to bring doctors from all over the world who were coming to the hospital. So a lot of foreigners used to come. So without realizing, my prayer was I should become an internationally renowned eye doctor from the age of 8. And it has happened, but not automatically. I went through all the education.
Tremendous hard work.
Yes. So I want to replace the hard work word for the young people is if you work with the love and the passion, there is no hard work. The problem is when you say you have to do hard work, every youngster is resistant. But actually, whether it's an IT company or whether you are an IT professional or a doctor or an engineer, everybody has to work with passion and love. Then only we can get a remarkable result. Otherwise, you will be ordinary.
And any mother side memory? Your favorite food?
Food. At that time, my favorite food was dosa and chutney and sambar. And even today.
Okay. And any sweet specially cooked by your mother?
Surprisingly, I hated sweets, but I used to like that peanut chikki.
Okay.
And we called it peanut laddu.
Peanut laddu.
It was a round one made of jaggery.
Jaggery.
Not like the Lonavala chikki. It was different. Only pure jaggery.
Pure jaggery.
And then
local taste.
Local, yes. And it's like peanuts, and we can make it in the house also. Plus also they used to make a lot of sweets during Diwali and also Pongal. But somehow I didn't get the taste of sweet at all. I don't like sweets and I like to be sweet.
Yeah. Excellent. Any favorite festival? Your favorite festival?
Diwali. That time, because that time my father said he was a government servant, and I remember he telling that his salary was only 300 rupees in 1960s. So we were waiting for Diwali and Pongal, because only that time we'll get new clothes, otherwise no new clothes. Same whatever uniform we'll get. And other thing was my mother always used to tell me that I was always full of energy that time also. She didn't know what to do to make my energy useful. So I used to play continuously, go to school, run around, climb the tree. And this is what I read about Swami Vivekananda also. His mother was telling, I wanted Lord Shiva and the devil has come, because he was so active. And he was also playing with animals. And even snake he was playing. We were not afraid of anything. He was meditating. So मेरा actually एक चीज याद है, where my father बहुत strict था and my mother was full of love. So anything we want, we used to go to mother, and my brother was only 1 year and 1 month younger to me. So it was very tough for my mother to tackle, because both were full of energy and both were fighting for anything. And once he took my father used to make us brush the teeth only with the charcoal powder and salt. So one day it was little, so I was asking and he took, and because I didn't give, he pulled it and hit my head, and one part of the head was torn. So the local eye hospital doctor sutured it, and my mother didn't know who made the mistake, so she caught both of us and whacked both of us. So like that we were naughty, and that's why when we joined together, it's a big problem for anybody, where we will go run around here and there. We were full. So unfortunately, because she couldn't manage both of us, she sent my brother to my hometown, that is my grandmother, in Tenkasi, which is the southern tip of India. So he was there for 3.5 years. So he always, even now, fights saying that my mother didn't like me. So he said, not like that. Mother couldn't manage physically the both of us in anywhere going. And we were fighting. 1 minute, if the father and mother are not looking at it, we'll fight. You either pull him or he will pull me. And we'll go out almost up to even killing, in the sense, in the time where he doesn't know what he's doing. But anyway, so we were separated. So, and then my father he also didn't know what to do with my energy. So after playing also, I used to be energetic. So he made a unique tuition teacher. I still remember. He said you need general knowledge. So he kept a teacher only for general knowledge, not for any school subject. So we had 4 museums near the eye hospital museum in Madras, which is very old. It's called Pantheon Road. 4 museums were there. There are stones and whatever picture, everything. So the teacher used to take us and take class on each statue, and it used to be boring because we never liked it, but she will teach, and something else she'll tell capital of country, then language, stamp. So a lot of general knowledge she was giving. So I used to take part in that time Bromita quiz was there school. So I used to get some prize. And then she also developed interest in extracurricular activity. My father was a sportsman when he was studying. Somehow he said he lost studying number of years in the medical college because he skipped exam and went to sports. So he said, don't do that. You have to be a professional first, then do the sports. Sports is only to be a fitness, but not the career, he said. So anyhow, he didn't even know that I have so much energy. So when I was growing up in the school, I used to see that intercollegiate running in the 10 km and all, but I never knew. I wanted to be 100, 200 and 400 meter runner. That's what my interest. My school was the champion, Madras Fishing College School, for the Madras region. And it's again started in 1834. And my medical college was started in 1835. Somehow, because the school all were champion, I am not even in the 12th person neither in the football team or in the athletic team. But in college, I wanted to do 100, 200, 400. So I had a senior who was my mentor in sports. He told me, come run with me, and somehow I won in the first round with him. And he was upset because as a teacher he thought I will not cope with the speed. He didn't know my energy. Even I didn't know. He said, you are very good in long distance running. You run 10 kilometers. So I never liked it because it is killing 10 kilometer, and so happened I became a champion for 10 kilometer in the college. So that was the only way to dissipate my energy. So I used to do 10 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 1.5 kilometer race plus 4 into 400 relay and 4 into 100 relay. So everything I was getting medals. So all this happens in 2 days of every year in intermediate sports, apart from the college sports.
And your brother's name?
Brother is his name is Shandagaraman. In ours, the grandfather's name is given to the grandson. So my father's father is Natarajan. And his name is given to me, and my mother's father's name is given to my brother Shandagaraman, and I have a sister who was born 14 years after me, and she has been given both the grandparents, grandmother's name, Swarna Parvati. So in that angle, so my nickname was because the mother cannot call the father-in-law's name, so she used to call me Raju. And my brother was called Sri Ram. So that they both they never called the full name because even if you have to scold the father-in-law. So they will scold Raju only. So here my father's father, Dr. Nataraja Pillai, and he was born in Palayamkottai. And that's my grandmother Parvati. She is from Madurai, but anyway, they are all 1977 and 1969 they passed away. My father was born in Kulasegarapatnam. I don't know whether you know. Now the Kulasegarapatnam has become internationally famous because of Israel is making a rocket launch pad, and he was born there in 1927. And in his name and my mother Kamala Sundaram, we have got a foundation. So January 19th, 2027 will be 100th birth anniversary. So I am planning to make a special postal cover and maybe a my stamp and do a big program in January 2027 and do a lot of free surgeries, free camps. And this was Nava's mother. She lived with me till 102 in Mumbai. And 2003, this is my mother's father, Shanbagaram Pillai. He passed away in 2003. She lived alone for 10 years in Tenkasi, and then later she came to Mumbai. She was feeling fish out of water because from a village to the city, and she didn't know the concept of lift and living in a flat. But I am happy she gave me the willpower to live alone, strong, and also not bothered with it. I mean, she was not bothered. She didn't know Hindi, English, anything. But she will talk to anybody. Once I told Dr. Kalam, and he visited her. And he spoke was Dr. Kalam is from my hometown near her, so they all talked. But she gave Ashirwad to Dr. Kalam, and Kalam was a little stunned because everybody will give her respect to the president, but she gave sort of you'll be all right, and she was asking how's my grandson to him. So that way she was very affectionate. She was a symbol of love and affection, and she was both my mother and father also. I brought them from 2007. They lived with me in Mumbai. So my mother I made a honorary HR director here. So she used to go around in the wheelchair. She was paralytic in both sides. So as you rightly said, only because of my mother, father, I have grown up. They gave me, my mother gave me the love and my father gave me the education. So I paid only 235 rupees as a tuition fees when I joined MBBS in 1975. So I'm grateful to the government money for making me a good doctor, and all the hospitals are excellent hospitals in Chennai that time with all FRCS and MRCP, and they were all there, and then it's the oldest hospital. So I'm grateful. That's why every day I pray Mata Pita, my grandparents, both paternal and maternal, and my friend also, and God.
And your most favorite side, right side or left side?
Actually, to tell you frankly, my grandmother, the mother's mother, because of she literally whatever you do, she only showed love back to not only to me, anybody around me. And the other one was he being a strict eye doctor, and probably there was an ego between him and my father, so he never visited us. So we had to visit, and he was strict. I mean, anything he will get angry and he'll slap or whatever. I mean, immediately he'll scold. So we were like we were afraid to go near him, even though he was a great eye doctor. His instruments here, and he was so good eye doctor because people were waiting in line in Madurai. But once the compounder said, you can see the patient will come with a bump here, because when the patient shouts, he will hit the patient. And because that time the patient will wait for 5 minutes and he'll finish the operation. But the operation was successful, but he had patience in that angle. But otherwise he was a great surgeon. So attachment was with my mother's parents only, because they were taking every year vacation. We went there. My mother will go only 2 days, say hello and come back.
And sir, what inspired you to become a doctor?
The main thing is, as I said, grandfather eye doctor, same compound and same house. It's 10 Marshall. And my father, when I was growing up, he told that he didn't want to be a doctor. He joined BSc chemistry in the same college where Dr. Kalam joined, Joseph's College in Trichy. Somehow he got the seat, so he was called back. And my grandfather wanted him to join him, and he felt he's an old timer, so he came to Madras. And anyway, I didn't come like old timer, but when because of my father also used to carry with me along with him to all the meetings in Chennai. So I used to go behind him and go into the hospital also. So somehow I enjoyed being an eye doctor, even though I have nothing. But my father was eye doctor, and everybody respecting him, and then meeting big doctors of India and the world. Everybody I met without realizing who they are, including my mentor, Dr. Radhanath, because even during yesterday only, after a long time, I played the inaugural speech. He also mentions that whenever I visited Dr. Sundaram, I used to see him, so how energetic and like that. So that way I have interacted with a lot of eye doctors, and that's how that dream converted into prayer became I decided when I didn't get, in case the interview I didn't get my seat, I would have gone mad. He was so mad for getting at MBBS, and same thing for ophthalmology.
And sir, tell us about your journey from being a doctor to running a hospital. What was the biggest challenge you faced?
Actually, one of the things without realizing I learned from Swamiji is that take up one idea, make up that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea, let the brain, muscles, nerve, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. And this is the way to success, and this is the way great spiritual giants are produced. Others are mere talking machines. This is what, I read this later, but my dream was to do everything with the passion. But I have seen how Dr. Raghunath created, but I have seen him when he came from America to Madras, and then he started the hospital. Even though I don't know the full detail, but I knew how he was struggled. And same way, L.V. Prasad, when they started, they came to Madras to learn from Dr. Raghunath. So I was a consultant, so they used to discuss with me. And they both were the guest of honor when they started. But actually, I specialized in retina and vitreous, which is the back of the eye. The eye is like a camera. in the film where the camera, in the film in the camera is equal to retina. So I specialize in that. Like when you see in the camera, you cannot see the film from outside. You need a special way to look at the film. That's what I specialized, trained by my mentor, Dr. Badrinath. But when I got trained, I knew that because of whatever equipments we had in Madras, nobody had in India at that time. So when I came to Bombay in 1988 January for All India Ophthalmic Society, that time Dr. Badrinath decided not to come. So he told me to lead the team. Even though I was the youngest consultant in Shankar Nethralaya, I was only 27, I think. No, 27 I joined, but I was almost 30. And that time he told you can go and present. I got the best video prize in the All India conference because that time nobody has seen what is vitrectomy operation, which I specialize. So everybody was saying. So the Bombay Hospital team approached me and said, why are you working for, my salary was only 4,000 in Shankar Nethralaya. I said, I am not working for money. Fortunately, I have my house because my father was working as the chief of the eye hospital in Madras. So we had a quarters. I said, all my money I give to my father. But I am working as only for the love of surgery and patient. They said, no, we will pay you 5 times. And then I said, no. And I came back. But somehow the 2 doctors who were running the hospital in Bombay Hospital, they were sent by the chairman to come discuss with me. They called me back and forth. And they promised me, I have a second mentor. After Dr. Badrinath, there was one more doctor called Dr. Relja Jovanovic. Jovanovic is that tennis star name, same name here. He is 94 years now. I also visit him once in 2-3 years. He is living in a country called Montenegro, which is a old Yugoslavia, where the capital is Herceg-Novi, and I meet him. So he designed the modern retina operations in 1980s. So he designed instruments. So he came to Madras Shankar Nethralaya and told what all to do and how to do. So Bombay Hospital, I told them, if at all I want to come to Bombay, you have to give me whatever my second mentor has, more than Dr. Chennai. So there is a meaning for me to come, not for money. I don't want money. I need money, but I will not come for money. If I give something, it's like a promotion in my status, and also do something extra what I cannot do in Shankar Nethralaya, which was the best institute in India and the world that time. I said, I'll come. Then somehow they promised me they'll give. In 88 October I came, nothing was ready. I was very disappointed. So I called Dr. Badrinath. So he told me, you come to Madras till the time they are ready, you go back. But so I went and operated like mad from morning to night. Because I used to work 15-16 hours a day, operating from morning 7 to night 1. So when my son was born on 20th November, 19th evening I came Madras to Bombay. Then I set up the instrument, everything. But very tough it was to get. There everything was ready. I had to only operate, see the patient, operate, and we had a waiting list for 3 months. Here, no patient was there, nothing was ready, equipments were not even opened in the box. So anyway, we did everything, and I started struggling. And then before I joined, there were 2 senior retina doctors who were operating 1 case a month.
Okay.
Because they were running their own private clinic, and typical of Bombay, they were going to multiple clinics. But I decided no, I'll go only. I said I will not run around. But when I went, I started doing 100 surgeries a month, and I did till July 90, 1,500 surgery, which was a record in whole Western India. Nobody was doing so many retina, even though there was a senior doctor in Ahmedabad, Dr. Nakpal, but I was doing more. And then later, equipment started breaking down, and they never gave me the equipment what I wanted. Then I met a bank chairman. He told me, why are you struggling here? Why not you start your own? I said, sir, I don't have any property. I don't have any money. How will I start? He said, do you have guts? I said, I had guts from coming from Shankar Nethralaya to Bombay Hospital. Now, I don't. If somebody will give me the money, I'll start, I told. He says, okay, you write a project, you make whatever the thing, the technical cell will guide you. You contact a CA. So we wrote, and finally in July 90, I got the bank. I gave a 3-month notice. Then I started Ayurveda Hospital in Dadar, which was the first of its kind, exclusive retina center in the country. Otherwise, in India, everybody was doing everything, including Shankar Nethralaya. Dr. Badrinath was doing cataract also and retina. But I was doing only retina, no cataract or no any other eye surgery. So I started exclusive. in 90. So that's where the challenge started. Getting a loan, getting a place, getting equipment. Then after getting money, after getting loan, then even the all equipments were from abroad, either Germany or US. So again foreign exchange, everything was expensive. And then I didn't know to calculate the cash flow. Even though chartered accountant helped me, but what do you call the how to ask for the EMI. So I made a wrong promise of EMI. Where, for example, I think I promised that time we took a 60 lakh loan. So 2.5 lakhs a month. I said we will be able to pay, but we could not. And then 2 years later, the bank came very badly on me, made a red letter, and somehow with all the number of surgery I did, I finally finished the loan. By the time I got a South Indian bank loan. And then in the meantime, there was a complaint, and then there was IT raid, so I had to face that. Then there were a lot of people not referring patients because they said they didn't want to refer patients to me. They used to send to Madras, and my mentor used to send, here there's a waiting list for 2 months, why are you waiting here? Go there and get operated in Bombay. So, and the results were good. So and then then everybody understood that complicated retina surgery better instead of going all the way to Bombay to Madras. Food is a problem, stay is a problem, language is a problem. Here only I had a problem in language, but rest of the patients had their own home, where it was a Marwadi or a Maharashtrian or a Gujarati, all were coming. So I was operating 6-7 cases a day in Bombay hospital, and same thing I started doing in Dadar. And I did everything from morning 7 to night 1. First 5 years till 95, it was even though it was like a number of hours more, but I think I enjoyed. No regrets at all in whatever happened, whatever I did happened. Competitors have nothing. I was very happy working all the time, and somehow the Vajnath also told in the inaugural time. He said, not only you should practice, you should teach. So you should also go and expand your knowledge and learn. So I started doing fellowship program. That means train young doctors who do surgery like me, like my mentor, Dr. Badrinath, because he was given the inspiration by Sankaracharya. He said one Badrinath should become 1,000 Badrinath. So I decided in his name we will develop more. So I developed almost 100 retina surgeons now till now. All over the world. We have patients from all over, doctors from all over the world who got trained. And I got the best doctors from all over the world and did continuing medical education conferences, where whatever India did not see, I showed, and whatever equipment even Shankarnetla did not have, All India Institute did not have, I got it. So that was a challenge, and that was a drive. My drive was not profit. My drive was anyway definitely it has to match the expense income, but I did it, and I had the drive of being first in India. So I introduced that one thing called binocular indirect ophthalmo microscope. Then in 2000 I introduced the OCT machine, which first not even Shankarnetla LVP, I did first. And then in 2001 the week survey was done, and that time number 1 was Shankarnetla, number 2 was AIMS, number 3 was LV Prasad, 4 was Arvind, and 5th was Ayati Jyotai Hospital. So I was very happy because it was a totally named as the top 5 in India, even though other 4 are size wise enormous. I am not even 1/50th of them, but I am happy I am recorded as a hospital and a surgeon, and continues to do so. So every equipment when you buy, again it's expensive because there more loan, and then so it's again EMI, then interest.
Non-profit organization like.
No, but Ayurveda Hospital is a private limited, but it was a non-profit. It is a profit, for profit only. But the problem is because I am not a businessman, I didn't. I should have done that, but I didn't do, and I have no regrets. I should have made profit of the first and then the expansion. But I did the expansion for a service of the patient. So instead of taking the profit in my own name, I make sure I reinvested in the hospital, get all the best equipment. And then so that's why we are still in one of the best hospitals of India and the world.
This is a big satisfaction.
Yes, definitely, very big satisfaction. So because I knew, because the private hospital, we have taken loan and we have to charge more. So I started a foundation right from the day I came to Bombay. But then we called it that time Dr. Kalam became, he's already a friend, but he told me, why not you make a foundation and do exclusive for eye care. So he gave the name Aditya Jyot Foundation for Twinkling Little Eyes. So that's why not to put a tinkle. We started that officially in 2005. Now I merged the hospital, Aditya Jyot Hospital, with the Agrawal Group. Hence, I changed the name of Aditya Jyot Foundation to my father and mother name, Kamala Sundaram Foundation. So right from 2000, or no, even before that, we are really doing some free eye camps. We used to do with Siddhivinayak Temple, Mahalakshmi Temple, that time without name. And now with the foundation, and we call it
Dharavi also.
Dharavi, yes. We started the center in 2005, and when Dr. Kalam said, so it's still running, and we also have 2 vans which goes all around Mumbai. And now, thank God, we got 2 foundation supporters. We made a charitable eye hospital in Shanmugapriya Health Center in Chembur, where it belongs to the trust by Temple, Subramania Samaj in Chedanagar. But they have the building next to the RK apartment in Shrikant Chambers. So we are daily doing free work, and I'm happy. We are doing charitable and free. So people who can afford can come here. People who cannot afford can go there, because we have kept a consultant who is well trained in Arvind with experience like me. So he can do the same surgery and pay very nominal, and we are happy with that. And even this hospital now, Agrawals are running. So for me, only patient care is my dream. So challenges are there, and I think I have to learn what is from every challenge. I think I learned a lesson, and I also found a way how to withstand it, thanks to my parents and grandparents' blessing, plus the Guru Swami Vivekananda and Dr. Badrinath and Dr. Jones. So all of them, it's like continuous learning. I keep learning and I'm teaching. And now last 2 to 3 years, I'm going all over the world to teach and also learn. So I've completed 82 countries now. I want to do another 100 more countries to say that Shushruta started the first cataract surgery and plastic surgery 600 BC in near Varanasi, and he's the first eye surgeon in the world, which is everybody agreed. Yes. And then in 17th century, we had a King Sarfoji II, who is the 11th descendant of Venkoji Rao, the stepbrother of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He was a king and a bone setter and eye surgeon. And the records are there in the Saraswati Mahal Library in Tanjore, where Rajaraja Chola ruled 1000 years back. But this was in 1700, so 500 years back. So he operated that time. So we had that skill, which is going from probably whatever. So we are one of the pioneer, and we also have the first museum in the world in Madras. So I was the president of All India Ophthalmic Society, which is the largest eye doctor society. In 2019, I made a museum for ophthalmology in our All India Ophthalmic Society headquarters in Karkarduma in Delhi. So my idea is to say we are one of the pioneers in the world. In between, we were doing whatever the Westerners were doing. Now, skill-wise, not only me, many eye surgeons are the best in the world, and now the doctors from Western are coming to India to learn. We also, only thing is we are not still equal to them in the research. Today also there is an article on the Anusandhan, our project create. So my dream is also to do some research and do something like artificial retina, stem cell. So I am traveling to various universities to get the technology. All over the world they are struggling, but it's not successful. One day, probably in India, we will make in India, make for India, and also make for the world.
Make for the world.
So that the IPR should be collected from rest of the world, and for India it should be the most economical.
Manohar, what role did your mentor play in shaping your career?
Yeah, so actually whatever I am today as a surgeon is because of my mentor, Dr. Padma Bhushan, Dr. S.S. Badrinath. He was trained in Boston, and then he was from ordinary family. He came from Boston to Madras and started Shankar Netralaya. He is the founder. He now no more, but every day I start my day praying him. So he gave me the skill which nobody could give me, and plus I have also learned more. So I think even our Dr. Atul Gawande says that every sportsman need a coach. You saw the FIFA. coach is the most important more than the players. Even the players are going to play, but coach will tell how to play. So same thing, the mentor is a coach, and not only for athletics and sports, but anything in life. According to me, we need a mentor for it. So we, in All India Ophthalmic Society also, we had started a program called Mentor Mentee in Leadership Development Program. Like that, my mentor, he taught me not only how to do surgery, how to run a hospital. He didn't teach in exact word. It's like a gurukula. I used to go in the morning 7, go till night 1 and interact with him in every step of the hospital. So I knew without studying administration, economics, budgeting, and managing staff, instrument buying. So I think whatever I am today is totally the basics are given by him, and he inaugurated the hospital in 1990, exactly 36 years back. So he was there for every important function, and anyway, so since I'm daily praying him, I don't miss him. He's with me and he's guiding me all the time.
He is conferred with Padma Bhushan.
Padma Bhushan.
And he saw you to receive Padma Shri?
No, he didn't come, but he was there. He knew. I went and I took the Padma Shri and went to Madras and told him the Padma Shri is also because of you.
This is a golden women.
Because from him, I'm the only student who got a Padma Shri now. He has trained about 1,000 eye doctors in India and whole world, but I'm the only one who got Padma Shri from his student thing.
Golden moment in your
Yes, and also in 2016, the American Society made a Retina Hall of Fame, and they started the Retina Hall of Fame from 1800 till 2016. In that 200 years, 100 people have died because they were all in the 18th century, and they have nominated his name and my name, which is a record, the teacher and the student, and we are the only two ones in the Retina Hall of Fame in our records.
Is there one patient experience during your services that you will never forget?
Yeah, so there are multiple patients I have, but one patient I remember where he had already one eye he had lost, and then the other eye he had an injury and he operated elsewhere and he came back, and the other doctor said nothing more can be done. So he was frantic. At the same time, I am one of the experts in the world where I do the maximum number of eye injury repair in the world. So I am also the president of that Eye Injury Society of India, Asia Pacific, and I am part of the International Society of Eye Trauma and American Society. So I told the patient, see, I am experienced, I can do, but provided you believe me, and if you operate, there is a chance that you may see one person. But if there's a possibility that a retina may not work, and he had faith, and I also decided I should do my best, and I did. It retina was crumpled like a crumpled paper. I ironed it out using the various things which I have learned and reattached the retina. He got about counting finger 1 meter vision, so that means he can see his own plate. And he can also go to toilet on his own. Rest he can see whatever hazy, but with the help of the people he can live almost a normal life, except he can't see totally normal. Then we also later gave him that what you call a low vision aid, with that he could read large sized letter, so he can magnify and then read. And he also could see the TV at a close distance. We call it telescopic low vision aid. So with all that, I'm happy, even though in the beginning I was a little upset that I can't see like normal, like a regular person, but he understood, and then I'm ever grateful to God because that I gave him only 1% chance, but the retina worked well, even though it's working, and he was able to manage his life, and he's also, after that he got married, he's got 2 children, fortunately all are okay, and he's ever grateful to me, and I'm also grateful to God, and I want to keep doing those sort of complicated surgery which others cannot do.
Okay. Manyavar, what made you go to Kashmir in the year 2016? Please share your experience.
So actually, I was reading in the papers that there were a lot of people getting eye injury because of the people who were throwing spoons, and then people were getting hit by the pellets. So at that time, there was one NGO called Borderless World Foundation from Pune. They had put a message in the various eye doctors group. They wanted to experience retina surgery. I was thinking, and then the day before only, I was speaking to my friend Shivanandan, who was the farmer, that he said, why not you go and give your expertise there? I said, how will I go? Say just like that. I don't know anybody there. How will I go? He said, that's all we discussed. But so happened next day his message came. As soon as message came, in 1 second I replied, I am ready to come. What is the next? So they immediately booked the ticket, and then when that time everybody in the family, the hospital, everybody was worried because that time no internet was working in Kashmir, and even press wise, nobody could contact anything, and then everybody was scared. So I tried calling 3-4 doctors to come with me. Nobody was ready to come because every family said, "Kaisa wisp lene ka? Where do you want?" They were told, "Try to tell me, don't go." But somehow I felt like I was seeing this Second World War movies where the Red Cross people would have a red band and go into the war field and take the patients. And I said, I'll go as a doctor. They are not going to. Well, I'm not going alone. I'm only going as a doctor to treat. When I went first time, the whole city was deserted like a ghost city. Suddenly, people will come, throw stones, and then police will come and do the pillar. But somehow, I fortunately, right from the security to the people who was telling stone, it was an headline that Amnathalan is coming from Bombay to help the patients. So fortunately, they always brought me from airport to the. I stayed in the government security house, and I went by the ambulance only. So whenever any ambulance they stop for any attack, when they say that the Dr. Natarajan is there, they used to leave me. And and anyhow, I wasn't worried at all. So there I did from morning 7 to night the 11, almost 30, 40 surgeries a day. And I created a record of doing 47 surgery in 2.5 days. The idea was not number. The idea was to use the strength to the local professors because they were trained, but the press and then the patients and then every relative, and at a time it was 130 people, 120 people getting IED, and to tax it was staying tapped, and they were asking questions, what happened, and so many, and then some political question also. So I told everybody, I have come here like a messenger of God to only to treat people. You ask me questions on that, and second is I have come here only to make sure that the people can get vision. Will they get vision? Like that. For that only we are operating. So like that, I answered all the press which the local doctors are afraid to talk. Then I decided I'd come every month. So I went 5 months and operated there 3-4 days, and gave them the moral support and also the technical support, whatever required. Other than then that time I met the ruling chief minister. I explained to her we should create a center for excellence, and all doctors saw how I did meticulously from morning to night. But it was a rich experience. I'm happy I could go and support a fellow human being in some northern part of India. I'm coming from Kanyakumari, and we always tell Kashmir to come here. Kanyakumari, India is one. And I'm born near Kanyakumari and worked in Dharavi as well as in Kashmir. So, and even now, I think every house will remember my name. Because I think I was there in the press every day. All the press for Kashmir. It's not for popularity, but I explained to them the truth of what we can do. And even we published the data. I know that 80% would get some vision useful, 20% got good vision. But to get that 80% also to get that much vision, we had to do so much of study to tackle it.
And sir, please tell us about your NGO, the good cause that you are doing, going back to.
So doing better though. See, actually, one is that Kamala Sundaram Foundation, which I'm running in Chembur, and also full Mumbai, all the slums of Mumbai, including Dharavi. And now also we are trying to collect CSR fund. Then I made a Section 8 company 3.5 years back called my father's name, Sundaram Natarajan Blind Free India Foundation, which is a not-for-profit. And my dream, even in 2019 as already a president, I wanted every citizen to be screened for diabetes and diabetic retinopathy, which is a big problem because the recent study says we have 10.1 crore people having diabetes. 5.8 crore people have not tested for diabetes. So if you don't test, how will you know who has diabetes? And if you don't check their retina, how do you know who will get complications? So that is where I am making a project where I am discussing now with our Honorable Vice President of India, C. Radhakrishnan sir, and I am also appointed as an ophthalmologist to him, and also so in that angle, I want to. So he, in return, told me our Prime Minister wants to promote organ donation. So specifically, being an eye doctor, and I'm being his eye doctor, he said, Dr. Natarajan, I want to make some every year so many thousand pledges. Last year, he wanted 6,700 pledges for the no 7,500 because last year was 75th birthday of our Prime Minister. So we have given 7,500 pledges. This year we want 75,000, and next year it will become 76,000. This year it will be 76. Next year we want to do 7,77,700 pledges. The idea is still in India we need 3 lakh eye donations, and they are only getting 50,000. So our private aim is not only eye, entire organ donation, but from me as an eye doctor want to at least give this idea to the whole India that everybody should remember somebody is dying at the old age, we should call the eye bag so that eye bag can take the eye and make it useful and do for the eye donation. And then if diabetic, if you prevent the complication, I think most of the people who go blind can be prevented. So according to me, the famous businessman, Mr. Rakesh Jr. died of diabetes, and he left 45,000 crore as an asset for the family and company. But I tell, if you have controlled the diabetes and lived well, you would have done more for India. Similarly, an ordinary one person who's earning and he is a diabetic, if he checks his eye using my mobile camera, every year you take a retina photo and then prevent the further complication, I think India will have a healthy India. That means from the age of 40 till the age of 80, you live healthily, as well as you will have healthy vision. That means he will not become a burden on the family by becoming sick or getting admitted in the hospital, dialysis or kidney or foot problem or heart problem or stroke or death, and then the family is suffering. Here, if he lives healthy, he is actually serving his own family and thereby not using the resources in government hospital, municipal hospital. So that much money is reduced. So health economics wise, we will be really a powerful India as our Prime Minister was. Yes.
About 13 years ago, on the recommendation of the then Prime Minister of Manmohan Singh government, you were conferred the Padma Shri Award by President Shri Pranab Mukherjee. What was that experience like? And after receiving this honor, how do you feel about your responsibility towards society?
So always because I've seen my father doing service, and this time because I established the new branch veterinary surgery in the Western India, and they announced also in the Padma Shri Times that this is for veterinary surgery, which is usually done for a lot of social work, but they knew I would do social work, but they gave for the developing the branch as a so that every wider public can take care. So and being as you said, out of 1.45 145 crore people, one every year 100 people get this award. So one in so many crores. It gives me a lot of responsibility. I am proud of India. That's why I carry my national flag all the time wherever I go. And it gives a lot of what do you call eagerness and also motivation to work more for the poor people. Fortunately, I am now going to be 69 in September, but my dream is already I have my name, fame, money. So now I only want to give back, give back. So that gives me the real from 2013 I am doing daily. Now I want to do more. That's why these two NGOs. Ideal not for award. I may get more awards, but award is only a recognition so that young people can see if you work, you get this award. And now every year I see the list, and you see you encourage so many people unknown, so many remote places, villages, and who can't speak English. Or I think the whole thing was how you serve the countries, and that's where I always I had usually one of the another question they ask is why you didn't go settle abroad. I had a lot of opportunity, but from day one I decided one the taxpayers' money. I did MBBS and my post-graduation ophthalmology. The Werner trained me as the exclusive retina surgeon in 1984 itself. So I one of the top retina surgeon in the world. So with all this, I decided I only serve my mother country and my fellow brothers and sisters. Similarly, I thought knowledge should be dissipated, so I teach all over the world, including our own country. So last time also, my student, 21 years back, now he's running a Rotary Eye Hospital in Cuttack, and he's training a lot of doctors. So I went and did again surgery to teach them, and I still, till the time my hands are good and God has given, I'll keep doing surgery and seva. And Swami Vivekananda says that to serve the poor is serving the God, and also he also mentioned, and also Tiruvallur, whom I follow, Tirukural. There's a Tirukural 2 and 4, which I can translate exactly like what Swami Vivekananda said. They alone live who live for others, rest are equal to dead. That means आप ओनली खुद का काम कर रहा है और फैमिली का काम कर रहा है, आप जिंदा होकर फायदा नहीं है, equal to a dead person. But if you if you are serving others, then you are really doing your duty as a human being. So that's what I want to do. Train people wherever possible, do free, wherever, even doing a surgery in the private hospital, I'm again doing service to a patient to do the best. So I do my best for every patient who comes either. And so that's important thing I want to tell.
And what message would you like to give to the youth of this country?
Yeah. So as our January also, no, Vivekananda, correct. So January 12th is Swami Vivekananda's birthday, and now Government of India has declared as a National Youth Day. So every year I go and garland the 30 feet to the Swami Vivekananda statue, along with the Swamiji from Ramakrishna Mutt in Kar, and the additional Commissioner of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. And because I know them and I know the Swamiji, so they take me in the snorkel and allow me to garland the Swami Vivekananda. It's only a ritual, but that was my dream. Now I'm satisfied with that also. And he always said, today's youth are tomorrow's India. And he told that in 1898, and it's valid to even today. So even in IDOPTER society, we have Young Ophthalmic Society of India. So I encourage them, and the current generation, I want them to know the value of father, mother, grandparents, teacher, school teacher, medical college teacher, doctor, and even mentor's mentor. And second is, I think I also read a lot of spiritual things, including Buddha and a lot of things. So one of the main things is the gratitude. So I'm ever grateful to my teachers, which I want to convey to the youth, that you be grateful when you are born. I know you are a Gen Z. You may say what you want, but you have to know how you come and what is your purpose of life, which is not easy to find. I know everybody wants to make money, name. I agree. Even I work to say, but you work for that, but you work with some passion and zeal, where you contribute something to the country, something to the poor people and your family, so that India will be the best place for living in the earth, which is, I think, even today, in spite of all the problem what we are having, I feel India the most safest, and I travel every month all over the world, and I am very happy that our youth should know, all of us can know, youth also should know that the doctors are coming from abroad to get training here. No questions are coming from all over the way of medical tourism because of the expertise. Not only in eye, in every field, where there are so many hospitals in India are doing. And I think the main thing is the youth should learn to enjoy work and also earn money. But at the same time, service and gratitude should be there. So I want to remind all the people that every year on a Guru Purnima day, this year it comes on July 29. So I want to remember my mentors. My mentor is Vadina, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Jonovich in Montenegro, and my best friend Shivanandan, where he is 76 years old, but I keep taking lessons from him daily, how to walk like on the rope, so that you don't wave, because he says you're a public person and you have to be accountable even in your own room alone when nobody is watching. So that's my dream. My dream is to live the example with humbleness, humility, and serve the people.
Thank you, Dr. Sundaram ji. It is my privilege and honor to have had the opportunity to film your documentary through Vision India. Your thoughts will reach millions of people. मान्यवर, विजन इंडिया डॉक्यूमेंट्री में आपका ये साक्षात्कार चित्रित करते हुए हमें बहुत गर्व महसूस होता है। आप अपनी गुरु एवं माता पिता के सानिध्य में हमें ये चित्रित करने के लिए आप एक आह्वान कर रहे थे। ये हमारे लिए बहुत ही सौभाग्य की बात है। विश्व गुरु भारत के लिए आपका योगदान अमूल्य थे। बहुत बहुत आभार। जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद।